So let's go ahead and so all catch up to this point. Do you want me to go a little slow, or are you all doing good?
Dr. Didi,
Mm-hmm.
is average stock 103,343?
Yes, it is, and thank you. I did not put that in.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you. Okay. So for your planned monthly sales, you're going to take the percentage times your total sales. Make sure you're calculating them. Okay. Go ahead and calculate your total markdown, season total. And then take the monthly markdown percent times total markdown dollars. Please stop me if you have any questions. You're not following. And keep checking your classwork where we calculated by hand and see if whatever we're doing is correct or not. Give me either a thumbs up or some message that you have reached till this stage. Okay. So let's go ahead and do the second part of it, which is stock to sales ratio, planning your BOM stock using the stock to sales ratio method. So you're going to take your stock to sales ratio and times it by your monthly sales for that particular month. Once you're done with your BOM stock, do not type in the EOMs, but go ahead and do is equal to and click on the next month's BOM. So if anything changes, your EOMs can automatically change as well. The last month's EOM is going to be average stock. The month for July, it's going to be an average stock. All good till here? Go to the next one, which is planned purchases at retail. Okay, great. So for planned purchases at retail, as we discussed in class, it's going to be sales plus EOM plus, oops, okay, sorry, markdowns minus BOM. So planned purchases at retail is going to be sales plus EOM plus markdowns minus BOM. So go ahead and do for all. Just be careful that you're not messing up with the signs. You don't need parentheses here, so don't do that extra step. Okay. Everybody ready for the next step? We have to calculate our markup percent. So we have cash discounts given to us. There's no alteration expense. So if you want to go to your, I'm trying to remember what the page number is. I think somewhere in 134-ish or maybe 132, between 132 to 136. Remember the initial markup percent formula? So you're going to do which is nothing but profit plus expenses retail reductions, we just have markdowns minus cash discount. I need to open one more parentheses here and then divide that by plus the markdowns. Does everybody have that nailed down? So profit plus expenses is gross margin plus retail reductions. In this case, it is just the markdowns minus cash discounts divided by 100% plus retail reductions. In this case, it is just the markdowns. We're supposed to close the parentheses as well. Let me know if you all got till here.
It's 100 plus markdowns, correct?
Yes. You should have gotten 54.39%. I'll have to do this a little small. Okay. So once you find your markup percent, we can go ahead and find our planned purchases at cost, which is going to be planned purchases at retail times, you can do 100% or 1 minus the markup percent. It's not 1%, it is 1 minus the markup percent. So planned purchases at retail times 100% or 1 minus the markup percent. and purchases at retail.
Do you think you could go back to that initial markup really quickly? I think we all kind of keep getting different answers.
Okay. So it was, think about it. Expense plus profit is gross margin. So H8 and H9. Make sure you have two parentheses open. So gross margin plus reductions minus cash discount. So that's going to be your numerator. And then divided by 100% plus the markdown percent, which is 14%. And then again, close that 2 times, the parentheses.
Mhm.
Did you all get it? Anybody who did not get 54.39? And you can also share your screen, I think, hopefully. You could try, and if not, I can figure out something. And I can help you out there as well.
I keep getting a different answer. I keep getting 72.09%.
Me too.
Who is this again?
This is Alexa.
Okay, one was Alexa, and who was the other? Me too.
Lauren.
Okay. Anybody else not getting 54.39? Alexa, can you share your screen with me really quick? Try it. If not, can you screenshot and put it in the chat and I can look at it?
Yeah, let me see if my tray can open.
Okay. Katie has a message. Maybe you're not putting 100% as in the percent sign. Maybe it is just 100.
I have it as 100%.
Okay. And make sure you're adding the reduction percent and not subtracting it.
Yep.
Okay.
Let me just send a little screen grab.
Okay. Screen grab the formula for me, please.
No. How do you send a photo in the chat?
I think with the attachment thing. Does it work? Otherwise, just go ahead and send me your Excel, Lauren and Alexa, and I can look at it. Because we're almost done with this one. So let me just go ahead, explain the other steps, and I'll get back to your Excel sheets in a moment.
Okay.
So once you do this, go ahead and copy this sheet. So this is your go to formulas, go to show formulas. And once you show the formulas, make sure you are double clicking so that it is not too spread out. And then copy the same thing for your word formulas as well. Okay, Alexa, did you send me the email? Okay, Sarah Miner is asking me what's the formula for purchases at cost. So you're going to take planned purchases at retail times 100% minus the markup percent which we just calculated. Does that help, Sarah? Okay. Lauren, really quick. Lauren, can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm looking at your screenshot. I think for your denominator, you have to add the H4. Oh, yeah. Or yeah, you have to add your H4. The shot it shows it. Let me know if you can figure that out and if it did make a difference.
Okay, I figured it out.
Okay. Alexa, you too?
Yeah, that. Yeah, I figured it out.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so everybody done with this one? So once you're done with, I don't know how you want to do it. You want to do the word formulas together. You know what, actually? Let me make something clear. Go ahead and do word formulas only for the first problem, because the second problem is exactly the same except for the markup percent. So one of the things is for your third problem, which you're supposed to do for your lab in the merchandise plans PDF, you do not have information for markup percent. So you're not going to calculate markup percent, and hence you're not going to calculate planned purchases at cost. Okay, Maddie, and I guess all of you, for this first problem, you're going to do lab 8.1 or 8-1, whatever you want to name it. So you did this, you did your Excel, and then you also have to do a word formula sheet. So only for this problem, you're going to do the word formula sheet. Okay. And then you're going to start your next problem.
Sorry, I just have one question about the last one. So how did you get the number 39,200 for markdowns, the planned markdowns?
Give me 1 minute, my thing
Okay.
just stuck on me. Okay.
Chloe, you multiply the percent of planned markdowns number, the 14% times 280,000.
So you're going to do planned season totals times the total markdown to get 39,200.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
And my Excel is just hung, and I hope it's saved. Let me close this and open it again. So I'm just repeating again, you're not going to do planned purchases at cost, nor you're going to calculate the initial markup percent as well for the third problem. This problem I want you to do by yourself. Maddie, can you explain me a question? I'm not sure what exactly you mean. One line for the word formulas as in. Okay, sure. So for this lab, you're completing two merchandise plans, number 1 and number 3 from the merchandise plans PDF. We just finished number 1. So while I wrote that you need to have the word formulas for number 3, what I just thought is because it's going to be a repetition, you're going to do word formulas only for problem 1, which we just did. And for the second problem, you're just going to submit the Excel formula sheet and not the Word formula sheet. Does that help?
Yeah, so we're doing question number 3 on the PDF.
Yes, we are doing and that is something which I want you to do by yourself. Yes, problem number 3. It's very similar to this one. The only change is for number 3, you're not calculating the markup percent. So if you do not know your markup percent, obviously you're not going to calculate the planned purchases at cost as well.
Okay, thank you.
So we're not doing problem 2 at all. We're just doing problem 1 and 3.
Yes, because problem 2 is by the basic stock method, which we will do in the next lab.
Oh, okay, thank you.
For this lab, I just want you all to concentrate on the stock to sales ratio method.
So do we make another tab, like open up another?
Yes, yes,
for
and
this third
I'm
question?
trying to share my screen, and for some reason it's not allowing me to do that. Yes, in that same thing, you can start a 4th tab. And let me see if I can screenshot in some way and put it in the chat box. So you can see that I just opened a 4th tab, which is lab 8-2. That would be a third problem. Does that help? I'm still
Yes,
fine.
thank you.
Okay. Let me close this and open it again. Good question, Amy. I'm just thinking, give me 1 minute. You can, give me 1 minute, let me admit, Lauren. Okay, go ahead and use a new Excel sheet and then we'll combine it with your lab portfolio part 1 once it is graded. Does that help, Amy?
Is it all right if we already put it with all of the other ones?
Yes, absolutely fine. No problem at all. Because once you get your comments from lab portfolio part 1, and if you need to fix something, you can go ahead and fix it.
Okay.
Either way is fine. For some reason, suddenly it decided not to let me share my Excel sheet. As you're doing your third problem, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to mute myself. Also, it might be good to stop it.